During the course of the 13th and 14th centuries, the knight sword underwent a number of significant changes. For several centuries prior, the knight sword had been a single-handed, broad-bladed weapon, about 3 feet in length, that was capable of powerful slashes. New improvements in armor in the form of metal plates, however, were reducing the effectiveness of slashes, as they could turn aside a sharp edge without much difficulty. To overcome the new armor technology, both the blade and the grip of the knight sword gradually increased in length, resulting in a weapon between 4 and 5 feet in length. Moreover, the blade's shape steadily changed, becoming gradually thinner down its length and ending in a sharp point. Thus, the longsword emerged into history. The longsword's overall length meant that a wielder could keep a greater distance from an opponent and therefore remain safer. Powerful slashes remained an important forte of the longsword, with its longer handle adding significantly to the leverage a fighter could employ. The new blade shape also permitted equally powerful thrusts against armored opponents, which could penetrate unprotected areas of the body or weak spots in the armor. It could also be gripped with a hand on the blade and employed as a grappling tool. This allowed a knight to first subdue their opponent before attempting to penetrate between plates. Though the prevalence of armor pushed forward the development of the longsword, it continued to be a weapon used both in armor and in civilian attire. The weapon lent itself equally well to the battlefield as it did to tournaments and duels, and its use persisted well into the 16th century and survived as late as the 17th, when longsword use eventually died out against the popularity of more focused dueling weapons. The earliest Italian manual describing longsword use is Fiore de Liberi's Flower of Battle, or Fior di Battaglia, dated to about 1410, of which at least 4 manuscripts survive today. It describes a sophisticated system of combat that uses the longsword in one hand and two against armored and unarmored opponents, from horseback, and to counter diverse alternate weapons. This text provides the main foundation for Academy Duello's longsword curriculum with its detailed descriptions and illustrations. Other texts also informed the Italian school, including Filippo Vadi's On the Art of Swordplay from 1482 and Achille Morozzo's new work On the Art of Arms from 1536. Italian works on fencing were some of the most sophisticated and systematic. From its beginnings with the longsword, the Italian school of swordsmanship would gradually influence the practice of swordplay throughout Europe for the next 300 years.